Roughhead, they're followed by Ever Is Ready, being shaded by Sondheim. Fryer and Dyson, Count Jinsky still whipped them all in as they went by the 500. Up nearing the home corner though, and Rising Sea slipped a bit of leather. He quickly put up a length and a half to 2. Humanity now being called upon at the top of the running. Mr. Undercover tracked up on his insiders. Rising Sea went for home. Daylight back to the others. 200 left to run. Rising Sea well clear halfway down the running from Mr. Undercover. Humanity can't do any better. Roughhead down on the inside is running on, but it's Rising Sea nicely clear from Mr. Undercover in the final part, and Rising Sea with an all the way first up win. Rising Sea for Mr. Undercover. Roughhead third. Release the Sacks probably grabbed fourth, and Fryer and Dice has run on from Ever Is Ready. Humanity dropped out from the corner. Back there with it Sondheim, then Count Jinsky, and Hurricane Jack didn't raise a yelp after getting the run of the race. Rising Sea, Jared Noski here in the saddle to give Jared the second leg of a double. Lifted one home to victory earlier on this afternoon and has repeated the double. Slick Mover was his first winner in the third. Now in the opening leg of the quaddie, Rising Sea scoring first up 1400 and doing it from start to finish. The Sebring gelding, trained by Ben Pearce, beats Mr. Undercover a long way back. Roughhead in third spot. Release the Sacks fourth, and Humanity dropped out after being up there on pace and has faded right out of contention. Standing by for the numbers. Here they are, 4, 7, 5 and 11. Rising Sea first home for Ascot Bloodstock, managed by Matt Rigby, and also Ms. S. Reid, P. Whittleton, P. Bruce, Wal Pawson, J. Rigby, M. O'Hare, and R. Kenyon, N. Breckicoli, T. Halton, E. and Mrs. I. Holgarth, and also L. Factor, M. Fayen, A. Nafranek, D. Norton, J. Wong, and R. Pearson. So many owners there involved in the ownership of Rising Sea, which is won by 3/4, 2 lengths second and third, posting a time of 1:25.23. and rounding it out with a 600 run of 35.69. 4, 7, 5 and 11, 291.40. The divvy, Mr. Undercover, 180 by Star Witness out of Tarp, and Roughhead 5 first up third, and Almaher, I Want You gelding for Bob McPherson and Peter Nucky 5.20 the place. 4, 7, 5 and 11 there after the running of race number 5 on the card. Race 6 is the Events at Ascot handicap over 1400. Number 11, Greystat, comes out of the next at 340. Well, a fine victory first up over the 1400. He did it from the start to the finish of the race, prepared by Ben Pearce, who's down there at the moment with Adam.
Yeah, the punters are on the money. This is the horse that was well supported on course, and it has saluted. Ben, we spoke about in the preview, a nice trial beating Paris, Texas. That horse had won since, and it looked as though that trial was really going to hold up today.
Yeah, his form was there, even going back last prep where he ran third down at Bunbury, and a horse like Thunderboom running second in Paris, Texas there. So I think with the gelding, he showed this time in that he improved a lot. So yeah, pretty happy with the effort today. You
could see that through the early stages, couldn't you? Just that his mind was on the job. He got to the front, relaxed and switched off immediately. But then when Jared asked to go, it was an immediate response.
Yeah, definitely. He just seems like a different horse.
Tell us about the plans for this prep. Do you think you're going to get over a little bit of a trip now?
I think he will. He's showing signs that he will. So that was 14 first up today. So we'll just keep chipping away and see how we go.
You must be really happy with how the stable's going as well, in great form, and it's been over a long period of time now as well.
Yeah, the stable's going well. The horses are performing good, and yeah, we've got a good little crew of staff there. So yeah, everything's ticking over nice.
Congratulations, mate. Well done.
Thanks.
There's Ben Pearce, a trainer of Rising Sea, which is taking out the first leg of the quaddie here. We'll speak to Jared Noski. He's got a double now as well. He's got a big smile on his face. He looks pretty happy with the result and improved performance here by Rising Sea, which has had the 9 starts going into this for the 4 placings and the victory. Jared Noski, of course, had ridden this horse behind Humanity first up last prep. And Jared, the gelding, it seems to have changed everything because he just relaxed so easy through those early stages.
Yeah, he's a lot more genuine. He was left a colt for a while, and he just wasn't, I don't think he was putting in every time, so no, it's definitely worked.
You mentioned about being genuine. It's something that we've seen be in winnable positions at times, but then just really weaken out late, but his turn of foot was strong today.
Yeah, the ability's never been a problem. He's always had that there, but just a few times he's been a bit disappointing. But today he travelled well and he put his ears in front. And on coming to the 400, I felt I could hear him sort of under the pressure behind him and asked him to go, and he let down really well.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Cool, thank you.
There's Jared Noski, an early double for him with Rising Sea taking out race number 5 here at Ascot.